My phone vibrated incessantly. I'd set it to do not disturb, then went back to revising the proposal. A few minutes later, Scarlett messaged me privately. Hazel, the guys at tonight's party are all incredibly handsome, young, and loaded. Absolute bachelors. This is our one shot at a life of luxury. I worked so hard to get these tickets, are you really not coming? I looked at the proposal, then at the message my boss had sent minutes earlier. If I don't get a satisfactory proposal by noon tomorrow, you're fired. Sighing, I replied to Scarlett, I really can't make it. I can't gamble my job on something so uncertain. I finished with 2 pleading, sad emojis. A life of luxury sounded nice, but I didn't think I was cut out for it. I was meant to be a diligent worker bee, pouring my sweat and blood into my job, shining for the company. Scarlett's chat bubble showed, typing, for a while. 3 minutes later, she finally sent just one word. Okay. I finally finished the proposal at 3:30 a.m. Their last messages in the group chat were from 2:30 a.m. I scrolled up through the 99 plus notifications, seeing them, clad in their party outfits, getting into taxis headed for a private luxury yacht at the harbor. I bought some bread and milk from the convenience store downstairs. After eating, I passed out completely. I was in a deep, dreamless sleep when a loud banging on my door roused me. What's going on? An earthquake? I scrambled out of bed, my mind still foggy, when a stern voice from outside the door spoke. Is Ms. Huxley home? This is the Elm Street precinct. We need your cooperation with an investigation. I slipped on my slippers, my hair a mess, and opened the door to find 3 or 4 officers standing outside my apartment. The lead officer was a lean, middle-aged man. Seeing me, he held up his badge. Ms. Huxley, good morning. I'm from the Elm Street precinct. My name is Detective Prescott. You are suspected of homicide. Please come with us. Other residents in the hallway, alerted by the commotion, opened their doors and peered out. Can you believe it? Ms. Huxley, who looks so harmless, is a murderer, right? You never know. Good thing the police caught her. Living next to a killer, that's terrifying. Listening to my neighbors, my brows furrowed deeply. My sleep, interrupted after an all-nighter, left me inexplicably irritable. Detective Prescott, even the police need evidence to make an arrest, don't they? Without proof, how can you say I've committed murder? Hearing my words, Detective Prescott gestured to a younger officer behind him. The officer immediately pulled out his phone and displayed several photos. My lingering irritation from being woken up vanished the moment I saw those pictures. A sharp ringing erupted in my ears. The officers kept talking, but I couldn't hear a word, my gaze fixed on the screen, my eyes welling up with tears. In the photos, Scarlett lay naked, her body covered in countless shattered mirror fragments amidst a pool of blood. Each fragment reflected her distorted, painful, and despairing face. Hazel Huxley, please come with us. Detective Prescott's expression was grim as he stared at me. The officers behind him watched me warily, as if I might try to flee, but I was fixated on that photograph, tears silently streaming down my face. She was alive and well last night. Why was she a cold corpse today? At the precinct, Detective Prescott sat across from me, his face impassive. According to our investigation, the deceased's last phone call was to you. Her last transaction was a transfer to you. And the button clutched in her hand? We found your fingerprints on it. All the evidence at the scene points to you, Hazel Huxley. Do you have anything to explain? For instance, where were you, and what were you doing between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m.? This was the 8th time Detective Prescott had asked me. I placed my phone on the table, displaying my chat history in the Future Millionairesses group. Detective Prescott, I've already told you. Last night, they invited me to a mystery bachelor speed dating party. I declined because I had to finish a proposal at home. Look, at 3:30 a.m., I even sent the proposal to my boss. I switched my phone to my conversation with my boss. The timestamp showed I had indeed sent a version of the proposal at 3:30 a.m. As for after 3:30 a.m., once I finished the proposal, I felt a bit hungry. So I went downstairs to the convenience store to grab something to eat. After eating, I was so tired I just went to sleep. I must have fallen asleep around 4 a.m. If you don't believe me, the convenience store downstairs should have surveillance footage. Failing that, you can ask the store owner to testify. Detective Prescott glanced at my phone. Half an hour ago, we already checked. The store owner did see you, but he can't remember what time he saw you last night. And most importantly, the store owner's surveillance equipment is quite old. The timestamp on his footage from last night shows November 20